Hello there, my name's John. Welcome to my channel, Fibromyalgia Sucks. Hello there. My health has been pretty shit in the last week, and as you know, if you have fibromyalgia or you know somebody that does, it can be affected by lots of things. But one of the things I wanted to talk about today was sleeping, because I've been pretty good at trying to balance my sleeping. However, about 2 weeks ago it all went to shit, and I didn't really think much about it, to be honest with you, because as you know, you wake up tired no matter what you do. But then I realised that in the last week I've been feeling quite unwell, so I sort of thought about it yesterday afternoon, and then I went back to my old techniques to have a better night's sleep, and I woke up today feeling bloody brilliant. And it is just purely down to what I've learned in the past 15-16 years. Hence the reason why I've not posted any videos this week, because I've been feeling like shit, and it just goes to show that even though you've started to learn your illness, you don't really know it. You can't really figure it out. I still can't, not after this length of time. There was a couple of things I wanted to share with you. The first one that I find most helpful is earplugs. Not two, I only have one in at a time. The reason for that is I've got kids, I like to hear smoke and fire alarms, I like to hear somebody breaking into the house if that ever happens, so I just have it in one ear. Now that helps me because obviously I put it in that ear, I lay on my left hand side, and then I get to sleep, but obviously I'm tossing and turning during the night like we all are. I think my watch, the highest count I ever had for turning was 56 times. And if I ever wake up during the night, all I do is turn back onto my left hand side, straight back to sleep. And that really changed everything for me when I figured that out. Problem is, if I use them for too long, I get ear infections. Sod's law, obviously. So that's point number one, earplugs, very simple. Number two, sleeping tablets. I'm not a great believer in sleeping tablets, not in the long term. You know, it fucks with so many chemicals in your head. I'm pretty sure that, you know, it's not good for you. So I do use Nitol. I don't know if you get that in America, but in Europe it's quite well known. But I don't use the whole tablet, I use half of a tablet. But I do get kind of addicted to them per se. So when my box of 20 runs out, which in theory lasts for about 30-40 days, I don't buy any more again, because I went through several months of having them, and it took a long time to get back into a proper sleep rhythm without any tablets. So Nytol, if you can find it, try it. Half a tablet was good enough for me. The good thing with Nytol is when you wake up the day after, you do not feel lethargic like with some other tablets out there. Now, the one that I used yesterday, you've got to take it a couple hours before, and I will be very clear now, I am not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. I suggest that anything that you suggest doing, that you go and talk with your doctor about it and you get properly checked up. But this was something that I read up quite a lot about when I first bought them. I brought them along here, and I see that I only have one left, so I'm going to have to order some more, and it's called Valerian. Sounds like something off Star Trek. It's valerian capsules. It's from the valerian root extract, 337 milligrams, and it's a traditional herb didn't sleep that well, did I? Medicinal product used for the temporary relief of symptoms of a mild anxiety and to aid sleep. Now, the key with this one is, as you know, when you have fibromyalgia, you also suffer from anxiety. And for me, it's a big deal. If I've got a doctor's appointment, I end up bloody suffering badly for a couple of days before. I can't sleep, or bloody panic like hell. I don't know why, I know the doctor very well. And it freaks me out, causes me really bad stomach problems because I'm so nervous about going to the doctors. So, you take these. It's said to take 1 or 2. That's a really big insect. I hope it doesn't come in this direction. Let me just verify. For adults, 1 capsule 3 times daily. That's for the mild anxiety. To aid sleep, 1 capsule 30 minutes to 1 hour before bedtime. Now, for sleeping, I take 2 capsules because I just ignore what's written on the packet, obviously. 2 hours before bed, not the 1 hour or 30 minutes, but 2 hours before bed, and I sleep like a baby, really, really well. Now, for anxiety, I'll be honest with you, it was my wife's Christmas do. I was crapping my pants, so I think I took 3 or 4. And it's not like a high, or it's not like, you know, any other drugs out there that you get mega mellow. But it did help. It seriously helped. So I can recommend this for that. Don't overdo it. I don't know if you can. I mean, it is just some root of a plant, but don't use it too much. But for big events, weddings or stuff like that, I can highly recommend it. Sleeping, definitely. It helped me a lot. As I said, I took it last night, woke up today feeling absolutely bloody brilliant. In fact, first time I've walked in ages, which is fantastic. The third one that I can recommend, and this is because sleeping is so difficult, so hard with fibromyalgia. Firstly, I took a whole foam mattress and I cut out sections for my shoulder and elbows and for my hips and my legs. And I actually made what I was calling at the time Fibro mattress. Problem was, because I was laying that on top of my mattress, I was that much higher than my wife, and it was a bit, rude. I'm a little bit higher than her in the bed, but I used it for 2 years before I decided to try something else. And what I did was I then went for a sheet, and I made the foam sections that I wanted, and I stitched them all in so that when I put the double sheet on the bed, it was single that I had at the time, but I had to make it a double at one point. And again, what that enabled me to do was when I laid on my side, my shoulder, some of the pressure was taken off of my shoulder and my hips, because I was able to rest my knee and whatnot. I will post pictures and a video. I was looking at getting this produced. Unfortunately, I became quite sick around that period, so I wasn't able to take it much further. This isn't an advertisement. This isn't to sell the idea to anybody out there. This is just to show you that there is a way of easing your pains. I know when I was testing it, people with pregnancy found it very useful, because obviously the big belly in the way, they cut, their legs are sort of up in the air when they're laid on their side, but because of the mattress you're able to rest it down quite well. People with arthritis, rheumatoid, or what that malarkey, I don't know all the names, I'm not very technical like that, but there were many illnesses that could get benefit from this. But I have tried just having a pillow in between my knees and stuff like that, and it just, you know, within the first 30 seconds I was kicking it away. So I will post pictures and I'll talk through it. There are a couple of other things, but I don't want to go into that now. I'll save that for another time. But it's only 3 things I've suggested. Have a look at the first 2 for sure. If you can be bothered to do anything more fancy, like, you know, something more permanent on your bed, then I can definitely recommend it. When I moved from Norway to here, I had to throw it away, and it was absolutely devastating for me because I don't sleep as well here by not having that, and my hips and my shoulders are a lot worse off. In fact, I think I will make a new one now that I'm talking about it. But definitely earplugs, look at that, or the Nitol. That's probably better for you because there's less chemicals in there. If you've got any suggestions that help you sleep, nothing sort of on the drug medicine side of it, because, you know, not everybody wants to go that route, but just share in the comments below, see if you can find something. Also, thank you to everybody that's subscribed to my channel. I think I've just hit 1,000 users, which is fan-frickin-tastic. I can't believe that, so thank you. It's gone up to 1,050 and then gone back down to 950, so I don't know what it is at this precise minute, but thank you anyway. Okay, take care. See you later. Bye-bye.